One factor that contributed to the Protestant Reformation was the buying and selling of indulgences. The original purpose was to offer Christians a good way of doing penance for their sins. For example, making a pilgrimage could earn an indulgence that would take away a punishment for a sin that would otherwise have been suffered in purgatory after one died. However, these came to be seen as a way to cure sins instead of supporting Christian living. Indulgences were bought and sold rather than earned through good works and prayer. It became common practice among churchmen to buy and sell them to raise revenue for the church. One infamous seller was Johann Tetzel, who generated profits to fund papal building projects, such as St. Peter's Basilica.
Martin Luther was an Augustinian monk and priest. In his lifetime, he posted a 95 thesis. This stated all of his problems that he had with the current church at the time. This thesis sparked the fire for the new Protestant Reformation. Although this occurred, he did not mean to cause a revolution. He posted these theses in order to start a conversation with other theologians. His disagreements with the church were just because the church was facing a time of corruption.
The 95 Theses were written by Martin Luther as a list of grievances against the Catholic Church. They were posted on a door in Wittenberg, Germany on October 31st, 1517. It protested the sale of indulgences and began the movement to break away from the Church of Rome. Sola Scriptura stated Scripture alone transmits revelation, contrasts church positions that sacred Scripture and sacred tradition together contain the deposit of faith. Sola Fide stated that humankind is justified by faith alone rather than faith and good works, as Catholic Church teaches us. Sola Grata, Luther rejects the understanding that our cooperation with God's grace is essential for our salvation.
The Church's response to Luther's actions can be considered delayed. Pope Leo X did not originally become involved because he saw it as a quarrel among the monks. So it wasn't until 3 years after Martin Luther posted the 95 Theses that Leo, in December of 1520, condemned 41 of Luther's proposals and gave him 60 days to recant, or Luther would be excommunicated. Luther gave no sign in changing his mind, and excommunication became final in January of 1521.
When I was just a younger man, I studied canon law. All effort was a challenge, it was just to please my pa. Then came the storm, the lightning struck, I called upon St. Anne. I shaved my head, I took my vows in Augustinian. Oh, papal bulls, indulgences, and transubstantiation. Speak your mind against them and face excommunication. Nail your theses to the door, let's start a reformation. Papal bulls, indulgences, and transubstantiation.